Here in beautiful downtown Halifax, we are visiting with Bulwark Cider today. I have my assistant, Melissa. You see her? Yep. All right. And we're just gonna go and we're gonna walk down and have a little payment of parking. And right across the street, you'll see Bulwark right there. So we'll be coming up to it. And that'll be our next step. Stay tuned. All right, all masked up, ready to go in and visit. Meet you in there. Hello, I'm Angela Leaman with Leaman Murray Real Estate Group, Keller Williams, and I am at Bulwark Cider today, visiting with Sean Smith.
Yes, hello.
Welcome. This is our first live stream video because usually we're doing Zoom with all the COVID. We are doing our distancing. We have nobody in the restaurant right now, so we've checked all those boxes. But we're just here. Leaman Murray was the real estate company that helped Bulwark actually purchase this building, and we wanted really just to kind of get in and and help them promote and show what an amazing place this is. They have done so much with it, so thank you so much for meeting with me today.
Well, we're just really happy that you came in, and we're always very, very proud and happy to talk about the space that we are putting together here at the Bulwark Cider House. Yeah. We've got a bunch of fun products that we're going to chat about, and I'm excited to tell you about all the fun things that we've done with this wonderful space.
Awesome. So let's talk about your position a little bit. What is it that you do here?
So I'm our sales and marketing person, and I take care of all of our outside accounts. So that would be like volume restaurants, things selling kegs and other products like that, as well as dealing with some events and pop-up stuff and sort of organizing things that happen like that outside of just the fun things that happen here in the Cider House.
Okay, so like full PR type of stuff.
Pretty much, whatever comes up. Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this is an amazing place. So we're obviously going to get some photos that I can shoot up after the interview. But they have almost everything in the restaurant. Merchandise and hats and sweaters and different type of ciders, and we'll get into that a little bit, but it's amazing to come in and see what they have on their shelves. What do you enjoy the most about this company?
Well, it's wonderful because I love working I've been in the restaurant industry for a long time, but to move over to the production side of things, to actually have a product that you're seeing and able to go out and enjoy all around the city. So you go and have a wonderful meal at your favorite restaurant, and to see our products there is a really wonderful feeling. And just I love hospitality, and this way I get to enjoy it in many facets. So Bulwark is so great because apples are just so quintessentially Nova Scotian.
Absolutely.
We have such a great relationship with Scotian Gold, where we get all of our apples from. And Scotian Gold is the oldest apple collective in North America. They've been around since like the 1890s. And so that's just a way that orchards and apple growers can all sort of basically keep themselves safe, and they all get to make money, and it's so that if just say one year your crops aren't as good, then your neighbors kind of pick everybody up. And so we work with Scotian Gold, and they provide all of our apples that we use to make all of our ciders. They are just a wonderful company, and the history goes back 400 years for the apples. When the Acadians arrived and they started planting apple orchards to grow apples and make cider and all sorts of fun stuff like that, then as we know the history, they were removed, and for 4 years there was nobody living in that area. So the animals came in and they started eating the apples, and they spread the apple seeds all over the valley, and that's where the real culture of the apples wasn't actually even just them arriving. It was that 4-year span that spread them wild throughout the province.
Wow.
And so then we've been cultivating apples pretty successfully since then.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just a cool piece of history. It's a combination of farming and production, and hospitality. So it's great.
That's amazing. So you guys get everything local and you are local.
Absolutely. So our production facility is based in New Ross,
Okay.
and so that is where we produce all of the major ciders. We use a 5-apple blend as our base spirit to make all of our ciders. So we find that perfect flavoring. It would be a little bit more Cortland, a little bit more Macintosh sometimes, depending, because you're dealing with fruit, so it's going to vary depending on how the year went. So
Absolutely.
that's sort of the art of our cider makers that have to find that perfect consistency to always bring out the products tasting the same and of the highest quality to show off the fruit.
Amazing. So what is the history of the cider house?
So the cider house has been around for we have been open for just hold on, I'm gonna have to double check. Celeste, how long have we been open here?
A little less than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been...
Yeah, since it was...
I was thinking it was a little more than a year, but you're probably right.
We were never able to open fully. The whole year almost that we have been open, we've actually had the tap room itself shut.
You
for
guys
more than
can't
that.
see her right now.
Yeah.
So you guys weren't able to open because of COVID?
That's right.
Right.
So we were able to have the retail store open this entire time, and as well as home deliveries and shipping through Canada. However, we were not able to keep the tap room open, of course, due to all the shutdowns.
Absolutely.
So if you look at the numbers and add them up, we have been closed more than we have been open.
And you're still here. That's
right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about the owner and their journey? So essentially, like I said, Leaman Murray was the one who helped purchase this building. We saw it in its original. Andrew Murray was the agent at the time, who was my business partner. But yeah, tell us a little bit about where Andrew's not here. A little bit about the owner and what his journey was to get here.
Well, Jermaine Bergeron is our owner, and he is a proud Canadian, of course, and he has a very eclectic past. He's lived in Thailand for 20 years, and he has sort of a man about the world. He travels a lot, and he has started Bulwark 10 years ago. So we're having our 10th year anniversary.
Wow.
And he started it with a partner, but he's since bought out the partner, and he's the sole proprietor of the business. And he he's just fully committed to making product that is exciting, new, and for the people of Nova Scotia, made for Nova Scotians by Nova Scotians. It's very important to us to keep the cycle in the province. And,
Right.
And yeah, we're proud of the fact that we use Scotian Gold, the fact that we don't bring anything in from afar.
Right.
Yeah, it's
right.
a truly Nova Scotian business.
Yeah, and I remember, when I wasn't directly involved with the purchase, I was just on the backside. But I do remember how exciting we felt knowing that we were going to take this building, and that the owner was going to transform it into. He was telling us all his ideas, and we were just waiting. It's just
He's a man with 100 ideas at all times, and it's really exciting because he does a really good job of actually making those ideas come true.
well, and he has. I mean, anyone who's seeing this interview right now, you need to come into this place. It's super cool.
It's a wonderful space, and as you'll see later on, some little touches like leaving some of the original exposed beams to show off the actual age of the building, and just. You hear the term quite a lot. I suspect you guys use it all the time, but it's like the bones of this place are unreal because
Absolutely.
it's a truly historic building in the city, and it's very cool to see it turn into an awesome space. And in the future, we are still working on the second floor, so we'll have a whole event space up there, and just it's gonna be a really, really stunning spot. And we're just gonna continue to add things as day by day. Every day we add new things. It's exciting.
Amazing.
Almost one of the benefits of COVID for us and doing an opening of this magnitude, I guess, was we were able to slowly put it together and step by step with a smaller team, be able to get everything ready. We opened the retail store throughout most of COVID. We were able to keep that open, doing deliveries and such. But this way, we were able to get the actual dining areas and things ready. We were able to put together the back patio, which we didn't think backyard at Bulwark was going to come out quite as quickly. But with a lot of hard work, we were able to get butts on those picnic tables out back, and it is wonderful just to have humans coming in and visiting us.
Well, and I see that you have the outside space just along the patio there when you first walk in. But I can't wait to see what you guys have around back.
Absolutely. For such a, as everyone knows, the construction that's going on in Spring Garden right now, the cacophony of sound that's happening throughout the downtown area, you get back there and it is this like oasis of solace almost. There's just the big walls that are all around are actually really helpful, and they keep it nice and calm. And there's quite a bit of shade as we needed a few days ago, and it's just a wonderful space that will be beautiful with the lights in the evenings, and is just going to be a wonderful place for people to hang out in the downtown core right now.
Yeah, and I mean, there are most of the downtown, you usually have to be inside.
Absolutely.
Right? And or out on the very front of the streets, right? So there's not a whole lot, there's a few rooftop patios, but there's not a whole lot of inside patios within the city.
Absolutely.
Right? It is something that is unique.
I think it is a really special place that we're putting together back there, and I think it will be a very popular spot this summer.
Fantastic. Okay, so we are now over to the product and liquor wall. We're going to talk a little bit about what you can find if you come into Bulwark Cider House to purchase. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what product you guys sell?
Well, guys, obviously cider is our base. We make a bunch of different ciders of all sorts of seasonals and a lot of fun things, from our Heritage series, which is using just a single type of apple. So in this case, it would be the Cox Pippin Orange. It's really just to try and show off that one specific apple. It's a really high quality. It's very difficult to make a really good quality cider with just using one type of apple. Yeah. So it's those are some of our fancier stuff. Then we have our fun flavors, from our caramel candy to our newest one that we just released for this season is raspberry. So with some of our flavored cider, like a raspberry, it's very cool. We take our classic 5-apple blend, and then we make in-house a raspberry wine. And so we blend the raspberry wine in with the 5-apple blend. So it really just adds a lot of texture to it, and adds a little bit more mouthfeel, and just makes a much more luxurious tasting cider than just adding like a sweetener or something like that.
Is it like a cider wine?
So it's a cider that has fruit wine in it. So that's where it gets the flavor instead of or gets the flavored fruit from the wine. So you
Best
can tell.
of both worlds.
Absolutely. So our second classic item is our blush cider. That is our second biggest seller behind our original, and that one is a blend of our 5-apple blend, but then mixed with cranberry and blueberry wine, and just a dash of some raspberry wine. But that is our one of our base products, and that's kind of like our special maneuver that we do is we love to blend our Nova Scotian fruit wines with our 5-apple blend to make our higher quality products.
Amazing. And I mean, you guys have, this isn't just one or two products that you guys have. I mean, I'm seeing you guys have to have a few dozen at least.
Yeah, we're looking at around 20 products at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's just your ciders and your cider wines within that. So you guys do the ciders and you guys do wine, and then you guys sell merchandise.
We absolutely do. So we have all sorts of Bulwark stuff. We have our I Love Nova Scotian Apples shirts. We have our wonderful Bulwark hoodies. We just got in cool new Bulwark dad hats. Of course, bottle openers, toques. We've got a couple of other different t-shirt options. A lot of great stuff. We also do growlers here, so we've branded growlers you can buy. So you can come in and get them filled up, bring them home with you, and then bring them back and get them refilled for well, better deal.
Wow.
And they're really cool. They're big, beautiful, old-timey looking bottles.
Yeah,
as you can
they
see.
are. These up here, if we could see them. No? That's
Oh, yeah, we
right
can.
here?
Yeah.
They are. They're nice big bottles. Do you sell anything in Bulwark Cider House that you cannot get at the NSLC?
Absolutely. It actually would be the majority of these products, because things are seasonal or just kind of like smaller batched things. We have any product that we make, you can get it here. If there is any left, it's here. So sometimes it'll run out, but that can be the season, but we'll be the last place that will run out of it.
Gotcha.
So if you saw something, say, a favorite will be the winter cider, so our seasonal winter cider. You can't find it in any of the NSLCs right now because it's completely sold out, but we do still have some here, and it generally lasts almost until the end of the next season. So if there's something that you get to try at an NSLC that seems special, we generally can keep it here.
Nice.
Which is why we continue to add more and more products, yeah.
So if someone falls in love with something and they're like, oh, none of the NSLCs have it, come in and these guys will have it.
Absolutely.
Well, other than NSLC, where are your products, like is that the only place that you guys have inserted your products into, or where else could people find them?
So there are a few places that we are partnered with. Of course, if you go to any Scotian Gold location, so in the Valley and in New Glasgow, they have really nice country stores. You can go there, they have our products.
Okay.
You can also get them at the Harvest Wines locations. They are Rockhead and the Harvest Wines in Clayton Park.
Yeah.
We are also available at Bishop's Cellar.
Okay.
There are just a few of our products at those locations, but they are available there. And also at our New Ross facility, we have a little retail spot outside of there as well. It's like a little cabin.
Yeah.
And you can go in and get very similar to here as well. They have the majority of our products. So those are kind of the two places that if you find something special, if you're from out of town, you can go to the Valley, or you can go to New Ross, pardon, and you can pick up fun stuff there. But this is sort of the retail hub is right here.
New Ross, the very first of the Valley.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the beginning.
Some people would say it is, people would say it isn't, but that's amazing that, so there's lots of different options, because sometimes you only have the ability to go to your niche store, but you guys have definitely, integrated into many locations.
Well, we are the oldest craft cidery in Nova Scotia. We are the only craft cidery that both presses, ferments, and bottles on site.
Okay.
So in New Ross, we're the only people that do all of that process on site. Well, because of that, we have been able to sort of spread around the province quite a bit. And the other place that you can also find us is in many restaurants and bars throughout the city. We are hopefully available on draft or in bottles in somewhere around 100 locations around the
Wow,
province.
absolutely, that's amazing.
It's pretty
It's amazing. You guys you're doing fantastic. I can't even, I can't say it enough. You guys, you really just, and for such a short period of time, and during COVID, I mean, realistically, right?
It's been really wonderful to see this space start really being used, and it's sort of just been almost like baiting the people. They get to come in, they get to look, and they got to purchase stuff here, and then they saw the space slowly coming together, and then and now they can actually come in and have a seat and enjoy, have a flight of cider, try a bunch of different flavors. There's it's just a wonderful space, and now you're allowed to do it, and we're allowed to be here. It's so great.
That's great. So people can come in, they can purchase, obviously off the wall. I see tables and benches set up to come sit and have a drink, purchase some merchandise, and enjoy themselves.
Absolutely, and then of course we'll take a look at the back patio as well, which is just a wonderful. It gets a lot of lovely heat, but as we mentioned before, it's nice and peaceful for right here on Dresden Road, right in the heart of downtown Halifax.
Absolutely. You said that you guys will be eventually kind of working on the upstairs, and
Yes.
that's going to be like an event
So yeah,
area.
well, it will be some extra seating as well, but then we will also be able to use that as a booked event space, because we'll have some very mobile tables to be able to reorganize things up there, and just to be able to close it off sort of to make it a private area for special events and things of that nature.
Oh, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah, it's going to be a really, really wonderful, really useful space for us.
Awesome. What do you see the future of Bulwark? What do you guys plan for the up and coming?
Well, Bulwark is, as we said, we are the first craft cidery, and we like to believe that we will be the largest and most successful craft cidery in Nova Scotia, most importantly. But we're just going to continue to grow. We are slowly reaching out into the other Atlantic provinces, and there's no stopping this. The quality of apples and the volume of apples we have here, we could be selling them all around the world.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to become a household name, I think. When I are speaking with people, or like, what are you going to go pick up? Many times I've heard, I'm going to grab some Bulwark, right? So, just to have this, this many products, and for not being around very long, to have such a market share so far I think is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, well, thank you very much. We're really happy that you guys were able to help us procure such an amazing space, and we're just trying to do you guys proud and make it to be a wonderful place that you guys will be proud to tell people about.
We're excited about it. We really are. Thank you so much for doing this interview today. We don't get to go out and see people. It's just kind of like the starting of opening up. So we were super excited. We started planning to really meet with businesses and do that push about a year ago. We do live with Leaman every single month, and we purchase gift cards from local companies around Nova Scotia, and we kind of do like a little spin to win, where we just give stuff away.
Awesome.
And it's getting us out to the community, but it's really supporting the small businesses around Nova Scotia. And what we're trying to do is elbow and stuff.
She dented the product. She's gonna have to take it off.
No problem. But we really, it's really important to us that we help get the name of small businesses out there. It's just something that we truly believe in.
Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for coming in and just sharing this time and letting us, show off this wonderful space we have and chat about cider, because that's what I do, and I love talking cider. Doesn't matter if it's 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, I'm always up to talk about
cider.
It. Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we have a wonderful gift bag for you guys.
Yes, and so for anyone who's watching this video, July 15th at 6:30, we're doing our next live with Leaman, and I'm going to take a photo, otherwise I'd have to turn the camera around, but we, Bulwarks have donated a hefty gift bag, and that's going to be going out on our prize wheel, and we are also going to be purchasing some gift cards.
Awesome.
So that we can put you on our wheel going forward.
Amazing.
And so anyone who tunes in July 15th, you may be going home with some awesome Bulwark cider from Bulwark Cider House. So if anybody wants to come check it out prior to that, for any day of the week or a holiday, just reach out there at 1518 Dresden Row, and they're open Sunday to Wednesday from 11 to 10. Got my cue card, and Thursday to Saturday from 11 to 11.
And it's Dresden Road, directly across the street from Pete's Boutique.
Yeah,
Hard to miss us. Look for the big copper apple.
Big copper apple. Awesome. All right, thank you guys so much, and hopefully we'll see you on July 15th.